got a big video to produce. Okay. Wow. Alright, it's later in the day. I decided to make a video today because I really want to show you the cash aspect of this video, of this story, okay?
He's been doing that action for the last 20
I want to show you
minutes.
guys the cash aspect of this store.
He can't even talk because he's excited.
I'm excited for this video today. Collecting cash from my grocery store. That's got to be a first on YouTube. You think anyone else has done that? They do the vending machines, they do the laundromats.
Yeah, we've seen you.
But we've seen you guys. And we do the grocery store. I really put a lot of money into this, so please don't think I'm rich because I'm collecting the cash.
You're trying. He's trying too hard.
Okay. You got anything to add?
But
It's a regular Friday. You know, it's not gonna be our big weekend cash collections that you might have seen. It's a regular Friday. Fridays in grocery are just not the best.
Because people go out to eat. We do have a couple of deliveries to do after hours that we do like on a regular basis, so that's always good. Also,
if you like this video, please press like down below and subscribe down below because we're going to do a lot of these kind of videos. It's this channel, what's it about? Entrepreneurship,
financial, business.
Small business. This is what I live for. I do this every day now. Okay, the ups and downs I go through in every day is crazy.
Oh yeah.
So
swings.
So yeah.
Just kidding.
I'm not. Yeah. No. Okay.
We're gonna get going.
Yeah. Another thing, a lot of people pay with debit in our store, so we'll give you the total sales and we'll show you the physical hard cash for days, on honest days work.
The thing that sucks about debit for the weekend is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday get lumped together and you don't actually get paid till like 11:30 in the morning on Monday for all 3 of those days.
Right.
So only the cash can actually be deposited into your business account the day of.
And then you wait for that dump on the Monday from the debit collections that you make during the weekend.
The problem with debit and credit is they take a percentage off each time a card is used. So I believe like credit is like 2%, whereas like 2% of whatever the transaction is, whereas debit is 10 cents. And then, to top it off, these lovely debit merchant people that own these companies also charge an extra 2 cents every time you tap your card. So, I don't know, I think we went through this. I don't think the States has tap yet, but in Canada, you can just tap your card and you're on your way. That costs 2 cents every time on top of the actual other fees. So, on top of the 10 cents if it's debit or 2% if it's credit.
Try to keep everything fresh around here. So basically every time this door rings, I get a nice buzz. It's like a dopamine effect, like that's money being made. And you know, essentially the more it rings, the better, obviously, but the more products I have for that person who rang that door, the more cash at the end of the day. It's a very simple concept, and we're still building this place out. So, yeah, stick with us for the long term, because it can only get better from here.
I have to say that the best sound is when the door opens, it rings, and then you hear someone physically get a shopping cart, and it just like, you just hear the metal bang. It is great, because you know that they are here to do their shopping, more than just like a couple items, and they're here to spend, which kind of sounds greedy, but in the long haul, like,
we're in business.
We're in business.
Let me show them. Turn it around.
Okay. That is the sound I love.
What you got for me to buy? What you got for me to buy? You know what? It comes off that I'm greedy and with these jokes that we make, but we're here also for customer satisfaction. That's the main thing that you really need to really strive for when you're in business. People walk in, you know, that's just a joke me and Felicia have. You know, it's always, you know, how can we help you? Hi, how are you? They pick up a few things, it's okay. We're not upset about that. We just know that we need to build our sales, right? So what we mean by the buggy pulling out is basically it is nice to have the store feeling busy and there's a lot of people in that. But if they're only spending $2, $3, $4, your bank account doesn't care how many people you had in the store on one day. What they care about is your total numbers, the sales. So you need people to come in and spend $40, $50, $60 to really make things worth it at the end of the day. Because so it goes a little like this. If you have 100 customers that come in and spend $3 because, you know, it's a busy store and you still need the same amount of labor, because 100 customers, you know, you need to have people to cash them out, to help them find things, and they spend $3 each. Well, your total sales for the day are $300. If you have 100 customers that come in and spend $30 each, well, it's a whole nother thing, right? You might need a little bit more labor, but you're making 10 times the amount of sales in a day. So $3 average sale, $300. $30 average sale, $3,000 in one day. Which one can you sustain yourself on? Which one can your business really thrive and build itself on day by day, right? That's why I always stress on building the average sale of your customer, finding things that your neighborhood wants, and making sure you have a selection and a choice for your customer so they keep coming back because they know you'll consistently have the products they want. So with cash collections, you know, every day will be different. The weekends will probably be the best. It also depends on the time of year. There's certain times that people will not pay cash. They'll put a lot of things on credit, a lot of things on debit. So your cash will be lower on certain days than others. With that being said, older people tend to pay in cash, and we do have quite a few older people. They do spend less in general though. Younger people, I would say under 40, tend to always use debit, and slowly we're finding that debit accounts for probably 70%, 65% of our sales, and cash, sadly, in the first 2 months out of the year is used very seldomly, because people are still, you know, trying to pay off their bills and everything, so they end up putting things on credit even more so, which is terrible because it's just a revolving door. So that's what we found in January, February. People tend to use their debit and credit more than cash. Maybe that's the reason, maybe not, but maybe they have just less money available, so they're putting more things on credit because they're still paying off their Christmas bills. Anyways, we'll get to the count. I think there's like a thrill with seeing money on YouTube, so I don't do these videos often, but I wanted to show you a regular Friday, handle some cash around here, and let's see what is what for this very average Friday in February that we're experiencing. You gotta make all the products look good, face them forward. You know, people need to see what they're buying, and that helps them pick up stuff to build their average order. Now, this is not a hard job by any means. It's just a long days of work. So at the end of the day, you know, you're not physically working like your body to the core or anything. It's not mentally taxing, but you do need to be on top of everything. Like, everything needs to look fresh, everything needs to look clean. You cannot have bad dates out here, because 1 or 2 bad experiences and that customer is not a returning customer. And we've probably lost 1 or 2 customers because at the start we missed a few things, and you know, it happens. There's 2 of us here, we got over 1,000 products in the store. There's going to be some things that are overlooked or missed, right? We're human, we make mistakes. The beauty of it is there's only 2 of us, and a lot of people understand that. When you become a corporation, there's no, like a big corporation, there's no forgiveness. People don't care, you know, a mistake is the end of the world. But when it's just 2 people, it's like, you know what, everyone's human, everyone makes mistakes, they're just like me, trying to make a living. So there's that relatable level that I found with owning your own small business and actually working in your own small business, that is different than, you know, someone getting a bad product at Walmart or Costco, where how dare they, there's so many workers, oh, they're just greedy, hungry people trying to run a corporation like that, blah blah blah. In this situation, there's a little bit of flexibility there because people kind of get it. For the most part, you will have that customer that doesn't care and will chew you out for 1 mistake, even though you did 99 things perfect for them. So just keep that in mind. when considering this option for your life. And please, if you made it to this part of the video, I do want to see what your expectations are of a store like this. Like, what do you think my total sales were for the day? Comment down below. Let's see who gets it right. You know, don't skip to the end and just regurgitate what I told you. Comment down below. Tell me what you think our total sales were for a Friday in February. The store is about 1,600 square feet and it's full. We sell mainly produce and specialty items, keto, vegan, gluten-free, things like that. Tell me what you think we did for the day. Hopefully it's not way higher than the actual sales, because I'm going to feel pretty bad about that, but that's okay. So let's get right to the cash register and bring that to the back and count this baby out. Wow. I'm just packing up an order. We have a few good customers that we deliver to. Usually they make it well worth it, and we've been dealing with them since we opened the store. So we will do delivery maybe once a week to them. They can't get out of the house much, especially in the winter. So yeah, that's all done. Let's get to the till. Do this very juvenile. Felicia's gonna count it all there. I'm gonna bring the camera to her, and let's just try that out. My tripod, yeah, it's not here.
So I am going to count the money. I'll go through all the bills first.
And then we'll do the coins.
But I probably will fast forward through the coins because it's going to take a while.
You didn't want to do the coins.
No,
you could have.
It's been an argument. Okay.
Okay.
So 100. It has been an argument.
Wow, that's a nice, pretty good haul today.
40, 60, 80, 100. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 20, 40, 60. So that's 60, 60, 70, 80, 90. Woo, lots of fives today. 100. So you got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60.
If you notice, a lot of people do pay in fives because there's a lot of small transactions here as well.
100.
Wow, that's $100 right there in
and then we got 10, 20, 35. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 535 bucks in bills. In tens, just because there's quite a bit. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I have $20 in toonies. My loonies in stacks of 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, $50, and then 56.
All right, and then we're gonna assume this is about 50 bucks in quarters, dimes, or is that overarching?
No,
There's
maybe a little bit more because there's $10 for every 40 quarters. So
let's say 50 and 50, 100. What's our total cash then?
$535 for this. With the bills, we have $535. With the toonies and loonies, that was another 36, so that was $567. And then we're gonna assume we have another $50 here, which brings us to.
It's about 600 bucks. I wouldn't say this is 50. This is probably 40-ish, but there's a lot of quarters, so maybe you're right. So 600 bucks in cash. All right, so that sums it up. 600 in cash and debit. You saw the debit. How much in debit?
I believe it was about 6.
Oh, it was pretty much even today in debit and cash. Yeah. Not sure why. I know it contradicts everything I said before. That is very rare. Everyone usually pays in debit. So 600 in cash, about 600 in debit. You're looking at 1,200 in sales. All this money goes into the bank every night. Just, you know, we don't need it here overnight. There's no point in leaving money overnight at your store. Don't do that. That's really bad advice. No matter if you have alarms or security cameras like we do, take any valuables home. Nothing needs to stay here. Yeah, that sums it up. 1,200 in sales. This is not profit daily. So yeah, it wasn't a bad Friday. It wasn't a bad Friday.
No, it was definitely.
Also, we have an e-transfer order as well.
And so another order on top of that, which we're getting paid for tomorrow.
Yeah, so there's a lot of different ways of paying, and we accept all ways because we want to make it convenient for the customer. Cash is always best though, if you know what I mean, okay? Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. Subscribe if you liked it. And we're doing a lot more cash collecting, finance, small business, life stuff. So I hope to see you guys soon. Love ya.